Boisier, Bonjour. You're now listening to Kahkenuh Aweyuk, everyone working together on TikTok Radio, hosted by Tikinagan Child and Family Services. We appreciate you tuning in to our program every Tuesday and Thursday at 2 p.m. on Wawate Radio. Tikinagan is a community-based child and family well-being agency rooted and accountable to the First Nation communities we serve. We are here because we want to protect our children, help our families, and nurture our communities. To learn more about Tikinagan, visit them at tikinagan.org or follow them on social media on Instagram and Facebook.
Hello, welcome to Kahkenuh Aweyuk. My name is Tommy Tikinagan, and today in studio, I'm going to be talking to Communications Supervisor Mark Nicholas. Hey, how's it going?
Hey, Tommy, thanks for having me in the studio. It's great. Love the setup you got here.
Thanks, glad to have you. So, I was wondering if you could tell us a little bit about what Communications does. What do you do?
We do a lot here at Tikinagan, but more than anything, we tell the stories of what Tikinagan is doing in our First Nation communities, as well as the urban areas in which we're serving. We're quite busy. We have a team of 3. Lately, we've been doing a lot of different things to kind of just promote and get the message out, not only about Tikinagan, but our service model, everyone working together to raise our children.
Right on. That's awesome. Now, if I understand correctly, the Communications and Tikinagan just released a new website. What's new about it, and what can you tell us about it? Well, what makes it so special compared to the last one?
Oh, everything in communications is always changing. You look back, some of the people remember in the communities there was something called KNET. So back in the day, people would communicate in a variety of different ways. So now we have Facebook. A lot of communities use groups on Facebook to communicate, to kind of promote their news, their stories, events. So just like some of these things, we're upgrading and we're trying to communicate with our communities, with our stakeholders, with our families and children and youth in a variety of different ways. So people may know we have a Facebook page. You can follow us at Tikinagan CFS. And we also have an Instagram page, again, Tikinagan at CFS. So feel free to follow us on those. Yeah, like you were saying there, we did launch a new website this fall, just late summer, I should say. And if you don't mind, I wouldn't mind walking you through it. And the listeners, they could kind of take a listen. If they want, they can even follow along at tikinagan.org. You can be accessed on your computer and on your mobile device. So does that sound cool?
Yes, it does, actually. Now, one of the things I noticed when I went through the website is that you guys have a chatbot. What's up with robotic or robotic, however it's pronounced? What is this new feature?
Yeah, sure. I can tell you about it. Actually, when you go to our website, tikinagan.org, one of the first things you'll see pop up is our chatbot.
Hello, sir. I am C3PO Human Cyborg Relations.
And we had our staff submit and vote names, and the name that was chosen was Robotic, and that's the name for our chatbot. So when you come into our website, there'll be a pop-up box which will ask you to engage in a variety of different questions. And when you engage with that, a quick question comes up, can I help you? And if you hit yes, you can then proceed to answer then some more questions, which basically, if you've used a chatbot before, it just gets you the information faster. So if you're new to our website, or maybe you have a question that kind of needs addressing, you could just start there. It's kind of like one of those automated telephones where you call in, it says, press 1 for this button, press 2 for this. And that's kind of what it does. You can learn more about Tikinagan, whether that's careers, becoming a foster parent, maybe you have a child protection concern, or you just want to learn more about our service model. You can do all that just by clicking a few clicks on our chatbot and get the information you need as quick as possible.
Okay, cool. Well, that's a cool feature. Now, let's say I'm a foster parent. Can you, what kind of resources does the website have in terms of, if I'm a curious cat and I want to know more?
For sure, yeah, that's a great question. And foster parenting is pretty much the backbone to what we do at Tikinagan. Without them, our work would be really hard to do. They do a lot of work of supporting our children and youth in care, and we rely on them to kind of keep pretty much our service model alive by working together to raise our children. And they're a huge part of what we do, and we're thankful for everyone who is a foster parent, has been a foster parent, or even if they're considering being a foster parent. It's a big part of keeping our communities, our children, and families connected to their culture, to their families, and again, their communities. So yeah, if you are a foster parent or you're thinking of becoming a foster parent, we do have a few pages for you to check out. On each page, there's a yellow bar at the top where it says foster. You can click that and that will take you directly to our foster parent page. So if we were to click the foster parent yellow bar, or if we also went to resources or services, you'll see there's different pages there for you to access. So under the resources tab, if you are on the website, you can kind of hover over it and you'll click the foster parent page. And right there is just some resources that are available for our foster parents. Anything from booklets on medication advice, fire safety, our brochures on being a foster parent. We've developed an FAQ for foster parents. We're going to keep adding more as we kind of get those coming our way. But probably the best page to go if you're thinking of becoming a foster parent, or if you have questions, or you just want to know what's available to you, even if you are a current or new foster parent. We do have a page that's dedicated just to that, about fostering connection. And in that, there's just a video that kind of highlights what it's like, and then also the supports that are available, as well as some FAQs and how to apply, whether online or in person or by calling or even mail. There's a variety of ways you can reach us to get connected. Another thing I want to highlight was our live-in foster parent options. A lot of people think that they have to open up their home to become a foster parent, but actually we have quite a few live-in foster parents, which is operated by a home owned by Tikinagan. So instead of fostering kids in their own home, we provide a connection for adults to connect with children and youth in a Tikinagan-operated home that creates a safe, nurturing, and family environment. Those homes are located in Sioux Lookout, Red Lake, Thunder Bay, Arrowland, Muskrat Dam, Sachigo, Fort Hope, and Lac Seul. So that's quite a range of live-in foster locations.
Awesome. Okay. So let's say that I'm a concerned community member or parent or relative, and I have, a child protection concern. How can I go about that with the new website?
Sure, that's a great question. And just like the foster parenting page or resources, we do have that reporting option available on the top yellow bar right at the top for everyone to access. So it's kind of there every time. But if you do go to our resources page, our reporting page, you will see a variety of information there. But first, I just want to clarify what is reporting a concern. I guess the first thing to say is that Tikinagan provides family support and intervention services for families who are experiencing difficulties. And what we do here at Tikinagan is we work with these families to find the resources needed to overcome these challenges. And our goal here at Tikinagan, whenever possible, is to work with these children, these youth, and these families to stay together, which can provide a safe environment, a nurturing environment in which parents can care for their children. So at Tikinagan, we are always available to talk about people's concerns and the information they want to share with us. And some key things to remember is if you are thinking about sharing a concern with Tikinagan, is that your information does remain confidential, which includes your identity. And that's the first thing. The second thing is you don't need to be sure. If you suspect a child is being abused or neglected, you just call us. We'll do the work. It's our job to investigate. So those are the services we provide. And our services in regards to these protection concerns you may have are 24/7. So 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Our calls are available and they're all confidential. And I'm just going to share that number now. It's 1-800-465-3624. But, that's why we have it on the website. So if you are concerned about a child protection concern, our number is available. And that is, so basically on our website, we just try to make sure that's a priority for people to see, and we don't want that going missed. I will say in the coming months, we are looking at adding an online reporting form to make things easier for people who maybe not have phone access, to kind of make that more a secure platform.
All right. So I noticed on the page as well that you have a section for resources for kids.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, it's a very good point. We do have a specific page under resources dedicated to kids and youth. So if you're on our website and you scroll down to the kids and youth under resources, you'll see we have a page that's designed and just for them. And we have some, we try to make it engaging for kids. There's some pictures, but more so there's just links. So take5.org, which is an online space for children and youth in foster care, in group homes, or just living away from their family. It's actually made for these young people in care. So that's take-5.org. And we also have some other popular online phone numbers or chats or websites for them to look at, such as Youth Space, Youthline, Kids Help Phone, and the Be Safe app. Also on the kids and youth page, we have some booklets for them, which would be their rights and responsibilities as a kid in care, fire safety, medication safety, how to cope with anxiety, their calming book, and just what it's like to be new to Tikinagan if they're in a place like Thunder Bay. And also, we have some videos. We have some videos created by some of our youth, voiced by some of our children, and some videos that may be helpful resources for kids and youth.
All right, cool. Well, you know what? That's really nice. It's cool to see, that there's a page for kids who might need to access, certain resources and information. But what about the adults? Careers empowering communities. What can you tell us about the careers page?
Yeah, for sure. That's a great question. It's probably one of our most visited pages on our website. People are looking for career opportunities with our agency, and we welcome those people who are looking to join the work that we are doing in our First Nations. Our slogan is, like you said, careers empowering communities, and that's what we're trying to do. Working alongside the vision and directions of our chiefs, we're working to support families and children while keeping culture and traditions that meets the needs of our families. So, whether they work in a community, whether they're traveling to a community, or whether they're just supporting our communities, we are really trying to empower our communities with every career, every role that we have, whether that's data entry, finance, communications, or the people who are on the ground in the field doing the work connecting with our communities and families. So on our careers page, if people want to check it out, you'll find lots of information there, such as why they should work for Tikinagan, some FAQs. You'll see what current employees have to say. We have some great videos out there, some testimonials about our staff who've worked with our agency for a few years now, maybe even 18 or 20 or 30. We have a lot of long-term dedicated staff, and I think those voices really speak to the work that we do at Tikinagan and how we connect with our communities. So be sure to check those out. Those are on our careers page. And most importantly, on the careers page is the link to check out our career opportunities. So at the bottom of our page, you'll see browse current opportunities, and that's where you can check out what's new, what's happening. If you live in a certain community, or if you're from an urban area, you can check out all the job listings by position or location. And then once you've kind of picked out a job, maybe you've read the job description, also on the careers page is information on how to apply. We accept applications via email, fax, mail, or even in person. So yeah, if you think Tikinagan is a great place and you want to work here, we invite you to come check us out. Some things we value, I would just say a personal experience, is we're committed to health and safety. We have a lot of initiatives that promote inclusivity and diverse culture. And the other thing is we have a great work-life balance, amazing benefits here at Tikinagan. A lot of the work we do is challenging, but it's also very rewarding. And I think you'll hear that from a lot of our staff is just the impact that we can make in our communities and how we can empower them to do great work.
After hearing that, Tikinagan sounds like the place to be. So if you're interested at a career with Tikinagan, like Mark Nicholas said, feel free and check out the website. So before we go here, how can we get in contact with Tikinagan, or where can we follow you?
You can check us out at tikinagan.org. That's tikinagan.org. You also can follow us on Instagram at Tikinagan CFS or on Facebook at Tikinagan. You can also reach out to us via email. You can hit us up on our chatbot, which we've talked about on this program today. We also have a form that you can fill out by contacting us on the contact page, part of our website. Fill out your first name, email, subject, and message. But we encourage you, if you have any child protection concerns, again, our numbers are available 24/7. And specifically, the only way to do that right now is by calling our 1-800 number at 1-800-465-3624. And that is for all our services. So if you have any questions about Tikinagan, or if you're concerned or just wondering about the safety of a child, please do not hesitate and call us. You do not have to be sure. So we're available to reach out. Again, that number, 1-800-465-3624.
All right, awesome. Well, thank you for coming into our lovely studio today there, Mark Nicholas.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
So once again, thank you, Miigwech, and we're out of here. Goodbye.
Miigwech, and thank you for listening to Kahkenuh Aweyuk, everyone working together on TikTok Radio. Hosted by Tikinagan Child and Family Services. We appreciate you tuning in to our program. every Tuesday and Thursday at 2 p.m. on Wawate Radio.